Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a quick bike check on the Specialized Rockhopper. Behind me it's the 2019 Rockhopper 29er, and I picked this bike up used probably a few weeks ago by now, and I had a chance to ride it a little bit over the last few weeks. We've had a little bit of a cold streak here in central Texas and a little bit of rain, so the trails have kind of been hit and miss as far as if they're rideable. So I've got about 50 miles on this bike now. This bike came pretty much stock, and like I said, it's a 2019 model, and it looks like it was taken pretty good care of. There are some minor scuffs on the frame here and there, but overall it's in pretty good shape. Cleaned it up, and basically what I did is I took all the parts that I had on the axle, which is up there hanging. We'll have another video on the axle maybe in the future with a future build. This was originally a 3x8 drivetrain. I got a red oval chainring. This is a 34 tooth from some off-brand off Amazon. This was, I don't know, like $10 or so. The drivetrain is all the same. The Shimano Dior, the JG bike kit, the 10-speed 11 to 46 works great on this bike. I took the bottom bracket from the Axum, again another off-brand from Amazon. All the red parts. I was unsure how it was going to come out with this green. I was thinking about doing a purple accent color, but so far I'm kind of liking how this is turning out. I'm going to call it my watermelon bike. Pretty much all the accent parts are red. I do have that little green cable end there. We have the RockShox Judy silver that I had, and we just swapped the decals on there to kind of match the green. Zoom brakes, same handlebars, wake handlebars, wake stem. We got this Maroka headset, 44 millimeter upper and lower. This was less than $20 on Amazon, so these are now sealed bearings. Works pretty well. The zoom brakes, same as from the Axum. Again, there's more red accents. The red race face, half Nelsons. Have these on all the bikes. The addition of a dropper post. This Zoom dropper post on Amazon, and it's 100 millimeters of travel. And when I put it in here, it was sticking out probably about this much. And the reason for that is the secondary bottle cage mounts. Those, I don't remember what they're called. I think riv nut. So to me, the 100 millimeters of travel is perfect for my height, but I have to have it slammed all the way down, and it pretty much fits me perfect. So in order to get it to do that, I drilled out these riv nuts very carefully. So now there's 2 holes in the frame here, which I think are going to be just fine. I'll probably get roasted in the comments saying, oh no, now you've messed with the structural integrity of the frame and now it's going to break. Well, maybe so, maybe not, who knows. I'm going to take my chance, but we'll see how it holds up over time. I'm not too concerned with it. So this dropper post came with this style of lever, which I really appreciate. Kind of gives it a better feel. So it's like right there, all I have to do is, you know, kind of lift my thumb up, versus kind of the 2x system where you come all the way down here and you got to push it in. I think this is just more comfortable and natural, just easier to get to. I don't know. But this one is plastic. I've had this style before on the GT, rest in peace. I was able to get rid of the GT a couple weeks ago now, I think. I did a barter deal with somebody for concealed carry 9mm handgun. So I think that it was a pretty even trade. The GT was just sitting around over there hanging up, hadn't been getting used, so Now I've got a another option for a concealed carry piece. So that would be a different topic altogether, so we won't get into that. But this style here I like a lot. This one's plastic, but it seems like it's going to hold up well. And the reason why I like this style, if you'll notice, this cable end here, so it's using a common shifting cable, and the barrel end, or the side that usually goes like in the top part here of your shifting lever, is actually in the bottom of this seat post, so I don't have to worry about that kind of barrel nut thing, whatever it's called, you know, the one from the Exiform dropper post. I don't have to worry that that's going to come loose and fall into the frame and start rattling around or anything like that. So it's a solid piece on that side, and it just kind of loops in there, and I feel like that's a much better design in my opinion. A lot easier to deal with when you're, you know, working on it. So you just feed that part into the bottom of the dropper post, and then you route your cable through the housing and through the frame and wherever, all the way up to here at the lever position, and you pull this tight, and then you just cut it to size, and then you're done. You don't have to worry about guessing or calculating how long you need to make your cable and your housing and all that. So it worked out really well. I really appreciate this design versus the one that comes on the Axum. I do have the Axum rotors on here, so the 180 160 combination, and that's what came with this bike. They were 180 160 front and rear, but the hubs that I want to use is these JG bike hubs that I've been using for a while now, and I really enjoy them. They're lightweight, they're sealed bearings, and they have that sweet sound of the quick engagement. They sound a lot better in person versus video, but you know, the rims that I have here is the Bucklos, and these are 32 hole rims, and the rims that came with the bike are also 32 hole, and I think they're slightly better quality. They seem to have a larger width for the internal, and eventually I want to swap those hubs with these hubs for those hoops, but I don't want to do that yet because I'm still perfectly content with these, and I built these wheels up myself, did all the calculations myself to purchase the correct spoke lengths and all that, and spent a lot of time manually truing these up. So, you know, I don't have a truing stand, I just did it on the bike frame, and they're working out great. So maybe if and when some of the spokes start failing and breaking, or, you know, whatever, at that time I'll use these hubs or these rims. So these ones look a little bit wider than the JG bike or the Bucklos ones, and if you'll notice, these have the Shimano lock nut style rotors, which is good because I can use these if anything ever happens to the ones on the Giant. It's the same rotor, so I'm going to be able to repurpose those on a couple of different bikes. So the hoops are going to go back on the Rockhopper, and then if I ever have any trouble with my rotors on the Giant, I can just swap them with these ones. But with that said, back to the Specialized, we've got, what else haven't we mentioned? Oh yeah, so the rotors, that's what I was talking about. You know, this style hub is the 6-bolt mounting option, so I had to use these versus those ones. So I'm going to be looking to purchase some different rotors, even though I like these because they've got the Schwinn stars. I'm going to want to put these back on the Axum at some point because they go with the bike, and we'll just get some regular rotors for this one. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. I am using these Maxis Forecaster tires. These are 29 by 2.35. They are running tubeless currently, and I've had no problems with these. These tires are actually really good in my opinion. I've always had the Maxis DHR, DHF tires, and those ones are pretty aggressive with their tread. These ones are just a little bit less aggressive, and I do find that these roll a lot faster. So depending on your needs and your situation, I'd highly recommend these Forecasters for a good balance of both fast rolling, and they still have a little bit of an aggressive look to them, and they got some pretty good grip. Crankset is the IXF, typical. You know, these haven't had any issues for me. I've been using these on all the builds so far. I may go to something different, but there's really no reason to. And that is pretty much it. I think that this bike is going to be my permanent hardtail for the time being. I really like it. So the one thing that really stands out to me is the internal cable routing. I really like that. I like the clean look. If you like this video, please leave a comment. Give it the thumbs up. If you don't like it, like my friend Alex says, give it the thumbs up anyway, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.